Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sanyavari Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. On the occasion of the celebration in honor of Bhakti Charu Swami's departure from this world 1 year ago, I'm very happy, honored to participate in your glorification of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami. Having read parts of his biography, not the entire thing, it was very illuminating to understand how he entered into the fold of devotional service. It was all new and very wonderful to read. My knowledge and relationship with Bhakti Charu Swami came certainly much after that. My experiences with him were like having an older brother, certainly a god brother, but affectionate, like a sibling, like a brother. Many of our services interacted and intersected at different times in different places. I always found him to be magnanimous, very giving, a principle that he spoke. I saw him demonstrate that principle again and again. Whenever there was some situation that was arising, his very natural and immediate response, his thought, inner contemplation, what can I do? Very service and assisting others minded, serving the Vaishnavas and serving purposes. The adage of soft like a rose and hard like a thunderbolt fits Bhakti Charu Maharaj's character. I saw him exhibit both features on a number of occasions. Our exchanges, again and again, a consistent exchange between us was discussing topics of Krishna. Because of his access to Hari Bhakti Vilas and many writings that I had no access to at the time, he was a source of wisdom and immediate touch with understandings of the scripture and applications of those understandings of scripture. As busy as he was very responsive, swiftly responsive when it came to philosophical discussions, and you all know how he is. He would love to discuss subtle points of philosophy and, of course, Vaishnava etiquette, how to behave as a Vaishnava. He exemplified it. He taught it in courses, created curriculum for it in detail, and helped devotees understand how to be a better instrument, a suitable instrument for the disciplic succession, and particularly for serving Srila Prabhupada. These are just my thoughts on his nature and my interaction with him, his fastidious loyalty to Prabhupada. I'm sure you've all heard him say 3 things. Never leave ISKCON, follow the GBC, and I find outstanding amongst everything is his unique, singularly unique loyalty to Prabhupada. It's not to say that other disciples don't have such loyalty, did not have such loyalty, but outstanding was his fidelity and loyalty to Prabhupada. He mixed very easily and comfortably with all types of devotees, all classes devotees, his godbrothers, and those who were not in the higher circles of Sannyas, Guru, and GBC, but everybody. He moved very freely, and persons felt very comfortable approaching him because of his magnanimity and his accessibility and his warmth. And even as I'm speaking now, just thinking of the shelter that he was, just his presence, for not only for his disciples, but for those who felt the importance of having Vaishnava character along with titles. Bhakti Charu Maharaj was a shelter for all such people, an inspiration for all such people. And he made himself available very freely, very readily. Memorable were the opportunities that very happily he served prasadam to one and all, not only this group or that group, but one and all, and had very affectionate exchanges with those persons while they came and before and after they came, and very soft, warm, kind-hearted, giving, magnanimous personality that tells one what his condition of heart was, and it also tells one that he was naturally so a recipient of extraordinary mercy from our founder Acharya, from Srila Prabhupada, from our beloved father and spiritual master. I would say fiercely loyal would be a nice way to describe how strong was his affinity for Prabhupada. And of course, missed dearly by his disciples and the direct followers. As many of you know, there's a large group of my disciples in Indore, very near to Ujjain, and they feel same, sheltered, loved, cared for, looked up to, and felt protection from Bhakti Charu Swami. So they're deeply indebted to him, and I'm deeply indebted to him for how he has helped lift and nurture that community of devotees, among so many others. But naturally, because of proximity, a lot of interaction, attending festivals, and his giving time to them, just out of like a loving father, giving association to so many children. That was the personality that he projected into our Vaishnava community, and we will deeply miss him. We do deeply miss him. And we can remember his example and not imitate, but follow that outstanding example that he exhibited. May our hearts extend to other Vaishnavas as he extended to each of us, because that's our Vaishnava way, the loving network of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement. Thank you very much. Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki Jai.